It's the return of the Mac. I'm still alive, just like Tupac. Girls in the front row, girls in the back. Spit one lyric, everybody's like, brap. We're playing some Movie Speed Warwick today. Welcome to the channel, hope you're having a good one. You know what Movie Speed Warwick is. We're going to go as fast as we possibly can. We're moving at lightning speed. We've got ghosts, we've got runes that should boost our speed up to the maximum. Oh my god, what a fucking... Have you heard the story about the German who saved the dog from a canal? Dog falls into a canal. A German man, without even thinking, dives straight into the freezing cold canal, drags this dog out from the depths. Dog sputtering for air, but it's alive. He manages to save it, and he hands the dog back to the owner. He says, "Dry him off, and he will be just fine." The guy says, "Are you a vet?" He goes, "Vet? I'm fucking sulking." Anyway, welcome to I don't know, suggest some... There's not a single +2 in the chat. We're gonna just pretend that didn't happen. Suggest some stuff, and I've already thrown myself off with that joke. It was terrible, and I think I told him wrong. But nevertheless, I need some suggestions. Think about Rossboom socks of yore. Something that means a lot to you. Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to make you parse your brain back to the pandemic, which may not be a great time for you to parse your thing back to. But listen, it's open season on all suckheads, and by suckheads, I'm not talking about your mum. I'm talking about old week challenges that we can redo in a new way. Not in a new way, in the same way, but with a newish game. I don't know if I picked up for you, but doing the Jodo part 3 with weird voices become very normal for you. I'm pretty sure it's part 5, man. Is it not Goldwyn? Because it's like... Because then it goes into the... That's not what I was expecting to see. But you know what? If you don't have flash, you're gonna need it. Oh! Pop that. That was a handy level up. That's Porky Pig. No, it's not Porky Pig, man. Well, maybe. Talking about old suckheads playing the league in 2025. What's Blade saying? Dude, I tell you what, man. I played a little bit of Marvel Rivals again. Because my mate was playing it, and it was like either play that or sit on your own. Played it. No idea what's going on in that game, by the way. Like, I mean, I know that a tremendous amount hasn't changed, but like, I'm still like, the thing is, once again, with every video game that I've ever played, I'll play it at the beginning, I'll like have a good time, and then I'll come back and he's like, "Oh, we're against a Lord Black Panther and a Lord Spider-Man," and I'm like, I don't know what that means. Turns out it means they've played a lot of Black Panther and Spider-Man, and they were going crazy on me. But I will say, if they release Blade in that game, you can consider me back. Okay, that's and dare I even say it, if it was somehow voiced by Wesley Snipes, I'd be so back, man. I'd be so back. I might even purchase a skin. Dare I even threaten to do so? Catch me buying skins on online free video games. There's I don't know why it's such a weak spot for me. I would consider myself not particularly into like superheroes, cape slap type shit, but if you have Blade and but only the Wesley Snipes iteration of Blade, I'm soy jacking, I'm bat chesting, I'm going crazy. I watched Deadpool and Wolverine, and Blade was in it, and I was like, I am alive. We are all alive. Isn't it great? If only Queen Elizabeth II of England had a chance to watch Deadpool and Wolverine, she would have loved Wesley Snipes' cameo in it. She would have loved it. We need to get ourselves some money. You know what? Maybe we can back. That's the only plausible actor for Blade. I'm glad that like people were coming around on that, because I think that there was a TV show for Blade, And I didn't like. I want to admit I was stupid. I don't know when it was released. On like Blade TV show. It was released in 2006, and I was excited. I turned it on, and you can imagine my surprise when Wesley Snipes was not the man that was playing Blade, and I was confused because I was like, this was at a period of time in my life. So I mean, I would have been 13 when it came out. And I stupidly just kind of like was like, oh, a person plays that person. I'm so stupid. I didn't even realize they replaced Brendan Fraser in George of the Jungle 2, man. Which is like, how does he know? Does he know? Is he familiar? Like, they even make a joke about Brendan Fraser not being the George in George of the Jungle 2. And yet, I got exhausted, bro. You gotta be. I mean, we made it happen. That's chill. But I was so confused because I was like, this isn't Wesley Snipes. Does he know that this is happening? Turns out it's, I don't know, tax evasion. And honestly, at the time, I was like, that's... You're stupid as a kid, man. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts, right, about it. You're stupid. So I'm sitting there like, oh, he's a criminal. But in all reality, had I known that he was a criminal in the sense that, like, it was tax evasion, I think I would have definitely changed my tune on whether or not I believed that Wesley Snipes was, like, a bad guy or something like that. I don't know why. This is like when Jimmy Carr, like a British comedian, got, like, a lot of flack in the press for, like, tax evading. And then, dude, honestly, like, people were really, really mad about it. Like, they were exceptionally angry. And I kind of get it, because, like, they're like, why does the rich guy not pay taxes and I do? But now as an adult, I'm like, man, damn. I mean, I wish that was me, except I wish I didn't get caught, you know? Because I think everybody wants to, in some regard, tax evade. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, man. It's like a dream. It's like, you know, in the same way that we all wish that we forgot to scan an object at the self-service checkout and exit the store, but nobody notices, and you're like, oh, free thing. That's what I'm talking about, you know. I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I'm sorry I left you out high and dry there, but like, in my defense, we were. Okay, you know what? We'll leave it at that. I'm stealing all your stuff here, man. Ooh. Finger bang him. I don't think we can do anything there. I evade taxes by not making money. That is a classic. That is a true classic. Did bro just admit to theft? Yeah, but it's theft of like a multi-billion pound corporation. And I never admitted to it. I'm just saying, like, it's a good feeling. And it's also a victimless crime. The last thing that I stole from a grocery store was B and I were like getting weekly shopping in, and then we put a birthday card in the cart, but in, you know, like the little section in the cart where like a kid sits, we put it there so that it like wouldn't fall down through the bars in the thingy. And then we get out the store and she's like, oh, should we go back and pay for that? And I was like, absolutely not. I'm not going back. We're ready to go. we're getting out of here. I stole a 99 pence birthday card, and I would do it again. And it might have been the perfect crime, because also if I was caught and prosecuted for it, I also have like the actus reus of the crime in Scots law. The actus reus is one part of a two-part process wherein a crime is committed. The actus reus being the theft of the card, but you'd have to prove in front of a jury of my peers that I had the mens rea, which is the intent to steal the card. Now, if I'm sitting there like, I didn't know it was in the cart, prove me wrong, right? There's an argument to be made that there was no crime committed, and I think that's pretty. Ay. Okay, you know what? I got goons. Okay. You can't be losing at Pink, okay? You can't be losing at Pink. Pink's a stream viewer. They snipe, but they're a viewer. That's not right. I swear I didn't know I was stealing. That's a classic. That's what you want to be doing. To be fair, I haven't really stolen like much in my life ever. I think I've stolen like maybe like 2 things, one of which I got caught for. You know, like, I don't know if like this is for other countries. Do other countries have pick and mixes, which is basically like a bunch of sweets that cost like a penny, and you just like get a bunch of sweets and you put it in a bag, and then you weigh the bag and you pay for how much it weighs. So you get a bunch of little candies and stuff like that. I, as like a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old, was in a Woolworths on Byres Road in Glasgow, and then I like was super into the idea of this pick and mix, and yes, my mother was like, "Where did you get those sweets from?" And I was like, "I took them." And then she marched me all the way back to the shop and made me hand them back over, as if anybody would be interested in like pocket candy from like a 3 or 4-year-old that's probably got like, you know, bits of poo and snot and mucus and spit and dirt and whatever else I'd be doing. And then the other time was I was playing a show as a teenager. I picked up like a guitar. It wasn't a very good guitar. To my credit, I think it was like a 60-70 pound guitar, which is still the biggest haul and the biggest heist I've ever pulled off, apparently. I picked up a guitar when I was leaving a show when I was like 14. Took it home because I was under the assumption it was my guitar, and then people were like, "Oh, somebody stole a guitar from the show," and I was like, "Oh damn, I'll keep my eyes open for it." Literally about 3 weeks later, I opened up the guitar case and realized that it was not my guitar that was in the case. It was someone else's guitar. And it turned out one of my other friends had picked up my guitar where they were in the same case. So I at that point, I was like, I don't even know where to fucking go to contact this person. And it seems like a lot of effort, but like nobody has come knocking at the front door. So like, whatever, man. But it was not a good guitar, and I didn't mean to steal it. But at that point, I admittedly was like, this seems like a lot of effort to return it. And I was lazy about it, and that's not good. Okay, that's not good. That wasn't nice, and that person was probably like heartbroken about having it. But yeah, I probably, and it is my bad, but at the same time, like I brought it home and then did not touch it for weeks and weeks, and then I was very surprised when I opened it up and was like, whose is this? So I don't know, man. That explains why you're so bad at Crime Simulator. I think I'd be like, I'm apparently like an incredible heister in as far as crime is concerned, provided I don't know if I'm committing a crime. I think I'm a flawless thief. Under the I'd be an incredible patsy, like the guy in a heist movie that's like there, he's not told any of the plan. He's just like told to do something and then accidentally ends up with like a USB thing that's filled with the government secrets or something, like Chuck or something, man. I don't know if I can, You gonna jump on me, buddy? I got the nuclear launch codes. There was a big stink up about it, about the guitar, on like a day or two, like the night it happened, and then like a day or two later. But it did take me like a bit longer than I'd like to admit for me to be like, oh, it must be this guy's guitar, because like it was. I'm not gonna lie to you boys. There's 5 people here. Can I get a hand? Why is there 5 people here? Where are we, man? Why is Pink 8-1, man? Lyra, enter, engage thrusters. Miguel, it's time. That's it. That's my guy right there. That's my guy right there. Found it. This game is cooked. But yeah, I was like, I think it's even worse is it because there were people, they were messaging around and like, and on the pages on Facebook and stuff like that, being like, this guitar was stolen, like if anybody has the information about it, And then I'm pretty sure I was like, oh, I was at the show. I'll keep my eyes open. Have you checked like the local like pawn shops and like cash converters and stuff like that? Because they might have information, and you can probably like ask them to keep an eye open. All right, okay. So I was like, you could consider that like me taunting the victim in a way. I didn't know I was taunting the victim. I should have opened up my guitar case a lot earlier than I did. Admittedly, that's my bad. That's my bad on that one. And what happened to the guitar? I think it ended up in a landfill somewhere. I definitely got rid of it. I definitely do not own that guitar any longer. But I don't know. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. I ditched the evidence. I ditched the evidence years later, though. Admittedly. Oh, I wasn't even in range for that W to do anything, man. We dumped the body. I could be considered a diabolical individual and don't pay attention. And that is quite regular as well. Like I definitely am not. I'm not giving it my all 90% of the time. So I would be a fantastic fall guy in a heist movie. I think. I don't think anybody could do it better, man. I could have smited it, man. I could have smited it, and I flew straight over it, man. I flew straight over it, dude. No. I shot straight over Anakin, man. Pink's playing a fast and loose game because they know I will ban them on site for this transgression. You know, I'll kill you in the chat. Straight up, man. A Glock 17, MI6 issued, Secret Service, Her Majesty's Secret Service, straight to the dome piece, man. This one's for Queen Lizzie. Excuse me. Got enough for that. I've almost got the souls thingies here. Nobody's here. Yeah, we're playing quick play, yeah. Because it's like faster and easier and more fun. Because there's not... Even if you're doing badly, you can get money. Which is exactly the kind of thing you're looking for when you're playing a dumb build that doesn't really work all that well. True, actually it's swift play. It's not quick play. Actually swift play. It's actually in a hurry play. It's actually... It's actually jog play. Jog play? What am I talking about? It's in a jiffy play. It's so true. Alright, Sammy. We're walking in on this player. Yeah! It's a big knock up. He pulled it for us, man. They don't call him the goal for nothing. That was... I nearly got it. I'm so rusty at jungle. It's crazy, man. Yeah, I think they named it the same thing. They've like made sure to get the brand messaging tight across all platforms now, man. I should probably go with that, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm never gonna get there in time. I hate to break it to you, but that guy's he is clobbering. Just realized your full name is Sweet Warwick. Thank you. Appreciate you noticing. Stuff like this explains why they gave awards to all the 16 other scouts, but you. Don't remind me of that, man. That was like the last time I ever went to Boys Brigade, and it's still like... I was talking about it like not that long ago with my mother. But the thing is, man, like I can't even like speak about it because I don't need like certain people on Twitter being like, Kids just think that they need like a participation award these days, man. Like, oh, that woke mind virus or something. I don't know, man. But like, it did hurt my feelings, man. Like, yeah, it did hurt my feelings, bro. My feelings were hitting that are ouchy big time, man. I was like the only kid in like 16 boys in a award show that didn't get a plastic award. They could have made some shit up, man, but they didn't. To a child, and that is totally messed up. Can I say? That's super messed up, man. And I'm not afraid to say it, dude. It's fine. I don't need a participation medal, but you also don't have to give every kid like an award as well. You know? Just try and hit me. Try and hit me. I need to like. I need to nom on some stuff right now. I need to be nomming big time. Alright, you die for that though. You got movement speed Warwick, but at what cost? Your hubris will be your downfall. You should have got an award for the least awards. Yeah, but every kid got one except me. So if I got one for the least awards, that would in turn create like a paradox, because then I have as many awards as everybody else. Then everybody else has to get another award. Then I'm the only one with only one award. It was a bit of a skill issue, yeah. This is my problem, and I hate to drag it back. This is the issue with like my entire ethos and belief on, I guess like recreational like learning as a child. I would not excel in anything, but like things came and still like a lot of things come like vaguely easy to me. The beginning section of a lot of things come like I make a lot of progress quickly. And then I just peter out as we enter into like the cliff part of like any learning curve of a hobby or skill. So I'm sitting there like print hello world like nobody's business, man. Like I'm fully in understanding of that. And then the second it's like, all right, I need you to make like a dialogue tree on a game that isn't like 17, 18 if statements like duct taped together. I'm like, I don't know about that one, buddy. Have you considered hiring a NASA scientist? But as such, like I excel at not standing out of a crowd as far as a lot of things go, I would say. I'm a little bit curious because I thought we were going in, and then then there was nobody there. What happened? I thought that was so fresh, so clean. Apparently, I died. I died first? No, I died like second? I don't know when I died. Did Miguel go crazy mode? I think Warwick would help you here since I know you like going for Alistair. I mean, I don't like going for Alistair, but he's there, so I'm gonna claw him. I'm going for movement speed though, so I'm going for anything that makes me faster. What makes me faster? All items. Let's see. Movement speed. Have we got our Malk shoes tied up? I think we do. Thinking. 4% movement speed. Shrewia's referee. That's an interesting one. I like that one. I'm 1k out here. You made a mistake, buddy. I don't think you made a mistake, but I'll slow you down. You know what? Guy was right. I do like going for Alistair for some reason. Not quite sure why. He is just there though. Yeah, I was kidding. I'm behind enemy lines here. It worked. It did work. Let's go get a dragon, shall we? If I'm dancing, we should go and get movement speed. Yeah, maybe pick one of them up. I'm 5'8" and smelly. I'm 5'10", okay? You come in like that. Not standing out, brother. You're wearing a bright pink beanie. You're the first person I'm seeing in the crowd. That's so not true, bro. I went to a 21 Pilots concert, and I was like afraid that people would think that I was actually like wearing a cosplay because everybody was wearing stuff from the Clancy album, or like the whatever they're called, the Rebel people, because they all wear like red beanies. And I was like, man, not that I'm like embarrassed to like of being there in any regard. I was just like, I don't know, man. I just feel like people are gonna look at me and be like, that guy's in his 30s, like dressing up to go to our concert. And that's fine too. I just saying my thing. You know? No, you need to pick up Shirley's. Now we're going fast. I'll be there in a jiff. I actually could be there in a jiff, and I'm not even kidding. What up? Oh, mamma mia. We're lacking men right now. We're lacking men big time. Yeah, we got one of them. Alright, that's fine. Ross, you stressed out? Not particularly, no. Dang, you're taller than me. I ain't that tall. I'm not, but I'm also like not somebody that's gonna pretend like people can't tell the difference between like 5'10" or 5'11" and 6 foot, man. I ain't that unrealistic about my life. I reckon I could probably sneak like 5'11" and nobody would be able to tell the difference, but at the same time, like I would know. I would know. It is definitely weird, and I don't mean to throw like anything at anybody in particular, but like I don't think Sion's like short, but he's shorter than me, and it is weird when like somebody like comes at you with some kind of fury on the internet, whether it be in jest or otherwise, and then you like see them in real life and you're like, all right, buddy. Like I'm like the least vicious person you'll ever see, and I'm like, I could take that. Yeah, I think, yeah. Yeah! I'm 5'4" now. There's nothing wrong with that, man. I got no height biases. Unless you step to me first. With that tomfoolery. Catch me in Thailand getting my knees snapped, brother. I'll be the size of LeBron James before the morn. Before overmorrow, I will be LeBron James. I'll be hitting that Yao Ming. Oh, I'm going fast. Oh! Overmorrow, by the way, having learned the word, is absolutely unfathomably good. It means the day after tomorrow. We need to start bringing back words, man. I'm not 5'4", you bell, and read the previous message too. Yeah, you're asking a lot from me here. Chat, kill that guy. Mods, kill that guy. Not chat. I'm glomping, man. I'm actually frotting right now. Hold up. It's technically your thigh bones, they snap. I don't know nothing about that surgery, except that like when I see videos of people who've gotten it, and it's like people on the beach, they always have like bandages around their knees. So I'm just under the assumption that it's like their knees or something. What do we get rid of here? We're actually full build, which is a bit crazy. I wasn't expecting that. It's a bit of a cheap build, but I wonder if we can go for anything else. You don't want, no one asked. That's an evil response to somebody just asking a question. Well, I mean, they're not really asking a question. They are mad, right? There's no doubt about it, but like, it's that is funny, man. That is funny. I gotta be honest, man. You actually did get them pretty good as well. No. I'm so fast, bro. I'm so fast, man. I'm so fast. Assuming you're talking about height surgery? Yeah, yeah. It's a shame that the height surgery is actually just like them snapping your bones apart and then forcing them together in a weird way so that your body like repairs them, and not like getting you on like a medieval stretcher and then like, you know, pulling you're like ah the entire time on it, but at the end of it you're like, you gain like 1.5 inches, and yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna assume that was not B Rising from the stream, because they are flaming they're flaming Miguel for being D2 hard stuck. Hold on, I need to check what this guy is, okay? I like to think I'm average height. Smile. Yeah, I think I'm like average height. I'm fine with that. I'm average in everything, I guess. I guess I'll give it to Miguel for what he did to that person, and then you know what, Mindo with Smash, yeah, hit it on you there as well, because you're new to the fold here. I'm curious. He says Diamond 2 hard stuck to Miguel. We need to get a poll. What do we think? What do we think rank this player is? What rank do we think this individual is? Do we think they are over or under Platinum 2? I'm gonna say I could either see them being like Emerald 4 or Silver 1. And I think it goes either way on that one. Are we ready? Cash in your votes. You don't have to type it in the chat. You can type it in your head. Well, you don't have to type it in your head. You say it in your head, okay? It's a level 20 account. Well, that does not help us at all. Then we're never gonna know. Let's see, this is divulge. What rank is your main Trent? I need to know. I'm not flaming or anything. I just am curious. King. I gotta know. I don't think I'm ever gonna live down the fact that like I thought that it was pronounced patoy, but it is patois. Has the person left? I don't think they're still in the lobby, man. D1 not hard stuck. Okay. He says Diamond 1 not hard stuck, which would put him squarely probably around or under or over, I don't know, 100 LP higher than Miguel. Dude, I've never seen the embodiment of like people that are worse than you are noobs, and people that are better than you are no lifers in my entire. That is like concentrated cope. Oh, yeah, it was a fun game. Have a good day, but he was just playing around, I promise. He likes to shit people up for absolutely no reason. He means you no ill will. Much love, boss. And we end on a high note. We end on a high note. Friends with the enemy team, as per usual. Lovely jubbly. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Comment down below another Cursed Ross Boomsocks video thing to do, and I will, I don't know, maybe do it.